Hi! Hello! Hello, gorgeous girl. Yes. Kisses. Do you want to hop up? You can hop up. I'll join you in a minute. I'll join you after my, you're a good girl. Hello and welcome to my video. I'm Noemi from Pigeon Ink. First time saying that. And today's video is about making this jumper. It took multiple months. In the time that I've done it, I've been sick 3 times. We've moved the bus twice. I've finished other projects. And so on and so forth. I'm still kind of sick. This pattern's a really easy one that I've sort of come up with. It's 2 rectangles, the same size for the front and the back. And I decided to go for, I think these are called bishop sleeves, where it's the same width the whole way along except for the halves. I halved the number of stitches by knitting 2 together for the whole row, and so that gives you that sort of a shape. I decided to do that as opposed to trying to work out how to reduce the number of stitches throughout, because I just couldn't see myself remembering, like writing down everything I did so that I could do the same thing on the other end. So yeah, it's a very simple pattern. I can definitely recommend it. I did the 2 rectangles, then I sewed them together at the shoulders, and then I picked up stitches for the sleeves. When I was done, I sewed all the way from the wrist, under the armpit, and then along the side. Well, I can't lean back now, Toffee's head's in the way. So I used 100% Australian wool. I'm trying to reduce my use of acrylic yarns and fabrics in general, polyester or acrylic. I want to reduce how much microplastics end up in the waterways and in the air from my clothes. I cast on the 14th of April. I house and puppy sat for my sister in April, so that's where I am now. I also had a cold then. I think it turned out to be the flu. And she also has amazing views. Included this because Toffee's adorable when she sleeps and she twitches. On the 4th of May, I cast on my second rectangle, so that would be either the front or the back. And then I barely filmed for the rest of the month. I wanted to let you know that this is sort of my last project video, like for arts and knitting and sewing, mostly because my art and knitting videos haven't been performing as well lately. I'm trying to keep growing my channel, and I know that what I've done by keeping my channel videos broad, you know, doing it art, sewing, knitting, DIYs, keeping it really broad when I first started has been one of the reasons why my channel has taken 4 years to get to around 800 subs. But because that's all I did, I never really cared before, because that's sort of all I did. I didn't want to limit myself to only doing art videos, for example, because I would sort of be stuck with that. But now that I'm doing more vlogs around our lives, I can still include all of those things within my weekly vlogs instead of having a dedicated art video or sewing video. So I hope that makes sense. I will still be doing knitting and sewing and painting and everything like that in my videos, but they will be as part of my weekly videos as opposed to one big project video like this one. So hopefully that makes sense to everyone. If you are here for those, I'm sorry, and I hope you'll still want to keep watching my vlogs. So this leads me into my next point nicely, which is that I've changed my name from Pigeon Art to Pigeon Ink because I've decided not to have dedicated project videos anymore, like the arts and crafts one. I thought that my Pigeon Art name wouldn't work anymore because it's sort of more, my channel is more around, you know, living in a tiny house, living on a large property, potentially eventually building my house and everything like that. So Luke and I came up with Pigeon Ink, which I like because it sounds like Pigeon Incorporated, but as it is spelt INK, ink, it also still has a bit of an art feel to it. We still have the same logo, we've just changed the name of the channel. So here's a little update. So you might be able to hear I'm not well. It's most probably COVID. When I've had energy, I've done a little bit of knitting. So my sleeve is almost there. This is up to here. So we're getting there. It's looking more and more like a jumper. So I'm going to keep knitting and warm up because I'm feeling quite chilly actually. And that's probably all I'm going to get done today. I'm getting close. I'm not going to count rows. I'm going to just measure how long that is until the cuffs. and I'll do the knit 2 together for the whole cuff, the whole length, and then just ribbing. All of my muscles are tired, so knitting feels tiring. Even just in my wrist, you know. But I am determined to get this done soon so I actually can use it, because yeah, it would be really nice to wear in winter in Tasmania. Alright, I'm gonna get the dog in because she keeps barking.
And then finally it was time to sew the sleeves and the sides together, but Toffee was being very needy and so adorable, so it was a bit slower work than expected, but you know, definitely worth it.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like. It really helps me out. I upload some Sundays with all sorts of weird and wonderful videos I find interesting, and I hope to see you then. Bye!